All right, today we're going to be reacting to the biggest cheaters in Fortnite history. This video was made by AcedFN on YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description to it if you guys want to go watch it.
Throughout the years, there have been many cheaters in Fortnite.
Who's that? Who's that in the bottom left? Hold on.
Throughout the years,
Don't even tell me that's Mr. Jarvis.
There have been many cheaters in Fortnite, from feeding your friends eliminations in a $30 million tournament to full-on aimbotting. And now more than ever, it seems like Fortnite is riddled with them. But today, I'm going to be going over some of the biggest cheaters.
Oh no, not the stick figure, guys.
Fortnite history, and make sure you stick around for the whole video because some of these will shock you. For our first cheater on the list, we're going to be starting with somebody who actually won an FNCS. And that would be Kez. Some of you
I was about to say.
Recognize his name, while others might not.
I don't know who that is.
In Chapter 2, Season 1, the second FNCS ever, the game mode.
Wait, I want to see how many earnings Kez has. Kez has won 62K. Is that from the tournament? FNCS Chapter 2? Yeah, I think that is it. Ain't no way, bro.
Was squads. And the winners in NA East were Unknown Army, Stable Ronaldo, Avery, and Kez. Now, at the time of him winning FNCS, it is most likely that he wasn't cheating, but everything would change just 1 year later. You'd think after winning an FNCS that a player's career would start to flourish, but this was actually the complete opposite for him. Just a few weeks after winning FNCS, the Winter Royale was announced and he would make almost $3 grand from it. But this would be the last time he would ever earn in a tournament. Kez would go on to play for a year, but
Fortnite hit him with the boot.
Success, and
he just
literally didn't make a single dime off the game. So when Frosty Frenzy came around, it was finally a moment where he could possibly earn again. And going into the tourney, they were doing pretty well, earning in every session. And in the very last session, this moment was caught on stream by one of his trio members, Nanolight.
Oh no.
What? Why did you just leave?
What? Kez was struck by the...
Kez was struck by the Van Hammer? Oh,
you just leave.
What? Kez was struck by the... What? No way.
Did he retire after this? Or just like quit the game?
So yeah, he ended up...
Why am I saying retire? Like it's a... Okay.
No way. Wait. Sis?
So yeah, he ended up getting banned right in the middle of the game, leaving his trio dumbfounded. And when this happened, Twitter was going absolutely crazy, and it really sucks for Sizlucky and Nanolight because they ended up playing for 13 hours, making $2 grand, but ended up losing out on all the money because their teammate was cheating. You might be curious on what cheats he had. Well, there's some proof of him buying soft aim just a few weeks before the tournament, and it seems like the conclusion on why he cheated was purely just because he wasn't performing very well and not placing for over a year.
Bro got caught in 4K.
He was just sick of it and decided to start cheating. And it doesn't seem like he really cares.
I didn't know about that.
Being banned, a DM leaked of him saying it doesn't matter because I got the bag. But
that's where the problem is. Fortnite's able to sue you. So say like you made all this money and then you cheat in the game, they can definitely sue you for the past money that you made. I mean, how are you gonna beat their lawyers? They got the best lawyers in the world. They're a $1 billion company. You're not winning that lawsuit. It's kind of crazy though.
I guess he's not really wrong since
you can't start flexing it after you get caught cheating like that. That's just weird.
60 grand, but I guess the real question is, how long do you guys think he was actually cheating
70K.
for? Okay, so for the next one, let's bring it a step down from full-on hacking to some light collusion. So in this one here, we got 4 players involved, and that would be the pro players Bucky, Creo, Slacks, and Keys. Now this happened all the way back in the very first FNCS in Chapter 2 Season 2 in the Slurpy Swamps area. For those who don't watch competitive Fortnite, I'll quickly explain what Storm Surge is because that plays a very big role in this. So when there's a certain amount of players alive in a zone,
feeding each other
pop up showing how much damage you've done and if you're above or below the threshold. And if you are below, you will start taking
I feel like that happens in every tournament though, feeding people Storm Surge, because even if you're not trying to kill a team, you know, if y'all are just spraying at each other or just trying to dink each other across the map,
and eventually die.
I mean, it's just part of the game, I feel like.
Remember Slurpy, there's a bunch of slurp barrels and slurp trucks around in case you take any damage. And well, Bizzle ended up putting together this very interesting video here. In the video, it shows that a bunch of games during
I remember this
Bucky
actually.
And Creo would trade shots with Keys and Slacks.
I remember this
to get their Storm Surge damage up. And well, Epic actually ended up taking action and banned all the players involved for 2 whole months, which is way too harsh considering
this was like one of the biggest bans in like pro history because these were like big name players.
Some of the other players did
like
in
Creo.
This video. And because they got banned, that meant they would miss out on that entire FNCS. Now, this whole situation is a very tricky one because nobody could really say for certain if they went out of their way to DM each other, saying exactly when to trade damage with each other.
Yeah, I mean...
But it could have also just been a habit that they built up before playing FNCS during scrims, since they probably know each other's loot route.
I mean, why is he just standing still, though, bro?
Countless amount of other times players have done something like this.
You could have made it a little less obvious.
Even with these players all being banned, though, they've had very successful careers.
Yeah, they're all popping.
Bugha now streaming a lot and is still placing very well. Slack's going on to win an FNCS. Creo
I didn't know that.
Well
He played with Acorn?
FNCSs and World Cup.
Yeah, Creo
was also placing well back then. Looking back on the situation, do you think they were rightfully banned and was 2 months way too long or not?
I mean, yeah, you got to play it off a little more, bro.
Cheated in Fortnite. One of the first people that may come to mind would be Jarvis. Now, Jarvis has been doing YouTube for a very long time, and his brother K was the one who really introduced him to it. Pretty much right after he joined FaZe and started uploading himself.
Lil Jarvis.
Right away after starting his own channel, he would start to get into Fortnite. And he was pretty good at the time, even though he mainly focused on content and would post videos mainly for a younger audience.
Yeah, Jarvis was good.
And everybody was talking about it. So he decided to play. And he was really good. And in the 7th week of solos, he almost qualified but finished 5th place on West, where only 2 players made it. And in the 9th and last week, he would be just 1 decent game away from making it, but after sitting in a queue for over 8 minutes, he never found the game and missed out on the qual. Even though that was sad, his YouTube was doing better.
I actually didn't know that he was trying to play in FNCS or whatever. I didn't know that.
And pulling millions
the World Cup.
And not only was YouTube going well, he also did very good in lots of the tournaments going on. And he would actually almost qualify for the first ever FNCS, but only ended up placing 16th in the heat.
I bet if he actually played with
little did he know
some real pros
last
as his teammates
in Fortnite forever. After earning over 8 grand in Fortnite and his YouTube doing very well, he made the dumbest decision in his life. For some reason, as a stupid little YouTube video, he decided to hop on an ult account and buy full-on aimbot. The video now is quite iconic, and he even said multiple times to not cheat because you will.
Dude, if that main video was still posted up to his YouTube, like if Fortnite never took it off, deleted it, then that would probably be one of the highest viewed Fortnite videos in history.
But little did he know that Epic would use him as an example and permanently ban him on every account he made.
Yeah.
And because of this, he would make another iconic apology video.
Yeah, because look at that one, 23 M's.
But in the end, he did not get any grace from Epic. And now that he couldn't play Fortnite anymore, it was looking bad for his career since that was pretty much all he did on YouTube, so he needed to change up the content. And well, him and his brother K would go on to make very clickbaity YouTube videos, again trying to push more out into a younger audience. Also, not to mention that they would clickbait the fact that Jarvis was banned and he was playing Fortnite a bunch of times. This next one, let's go all the way back again to the World Cup days with one of the most hated players in gaming history, who was actually able to play in front of millions of people for $30 million. And that would be Ziff and Ronaldo. If you're an OG, you know who they are and that nobody liked them. We'll start off with Ziff, and like many other up-and-coming pro players...
Why did nobody like them? I don't really remember. I mean, besides the fact that they got caught, but...
The World Cup qualifiers was a perfect chance for them to prove that they had what it took, and everybody was scrambling to qualify. And like I'm sure many other players did, Ziff resulted to cheating. He didn't have soft aim, wall hacks, or aimbot. He had a couple of friends. You see, back in the day, the points you gained during tournaments were really bad. Literally winning a game in the World Cup qualifiers only got you 10 points. But every elimination you got was worth 1. So every time you got one, it pushed you closer and closer to that qualification. And well, I'll just let Sypher here explain what one.
I kind of forgot. I kind of remember. I'm pretty sure he would just have like friends feed him kills if they did bad in the tournament or whatever, I think. So we'll see.
Went down.
So
yeah,
Bad and Uji.
Wait, Sypher's the Fed? Sypher's the one who exposed him? No.
Landing here, right? You know, I don't understand this one right here. So he lands
in 4K, 8K, bro.
You know, there's a chest there. You hear the chest, right? You don't hear the chest? I hear it. So this guy, like, runs past the purple pump, pickaxes.
Runs past the purple pump.
Yeah, the purple pump,
on, bro. Who's this?
Now this Jesty guy lands out of nowhere. Doesn't grab the mask. Doesn't go for the purple pump. Doesn't go for anything. Running into a wall. And then he shows us his best impression of your grandpa playing Fortnite and starts, you know, shooting. For some reason, just shooting the brick wall.
Like some of these people, it's so obvious, but it's really not hard to not make it obvious. I don't condone cheating, but I mean, dude, if you're going to get caught, don't get caught like this. Who plays like that?
Okay.
Especially as a pro.
Is actually teammates with the first guy. Like they've played together duos in previous competitions. This Jesse guy, right? I don't know who he is exactly, but some people did some research, and this Jesse guy played 10 games, right? 8 of his games somewhere in paradise. He landed somewhere over here.
Yeah, so once they started doing bad, then they were just like, whatever, I'm gonna feed him kills.
So he landed in the same spot. 8 of his games, he landed in the same spot.
So yeah, it was pretty obvious that he was cheating, and he just got some of his friends to land on him and give him free kills. And the Fortnite community would get extremely upset about this because he would actually manage to qual by placing 2nd place.
Oh my god.
And because of this, that meant 8th place, which was Clix, didn't qual. And if he never got fed those eliminations, Ziff wouldn't have qualled in the first place. But just after 6 days, Epic Games had officially came out and stated that Ziff was disqualified and gave him a 14-day competitive ban. And not only did Ziff get banned for getting fed kills, his duo Ronaldo actually did the exact same thing and also got banned for 14 days because of it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's your teammate.
This is Rise Ronaldo, right? This is Rise Ronaldo, Ziff's teammate. Runs in, starts teabagging, gets shot.
Come on, bro. Jesty sold
heals and shields and
Jesty sold the bag for them, bro.
So this guy played 10 games. Jesty played 10 games, landed in paradise 8 of those games. In 2 of those games where he didn't land paradise, one of them he feeds Ronaldo.
And before you comment, Ronaldo is not stable Ronaldo. They are different people.
Yeah.
But even though they had been banned, many people thought 14 days wasn't even close to enough. Because this only happened during week 3 of solos, this meant that they would only miss out on week 4 duos and week 5 solos, which meant they still had 5 different chances to make the World Cup. And in the 8th week of duos, the Fortnite community's worst nightmare came true. Ronaldo and Ziff ended up placing 3rd, qualifying themselves to the Duo World Cup, and to say they weren't happy would be an extreme understatement.
They made it all the way to the top.
I mean, they get caught cheating, get banned, come back 14 days later, and get 3rd. I mean, that's pretty good.
You want to take above that, you guys?
Why is Dr. Lupo about to cry? He doesn't even watch pro like that. Oh,
Ziff in the World Cup.
Oh, I feel stupid.
But nevertheless, they were invited to play New York, and well,
I forgot he was the commentator. Dr. Lupo's a goat.
The crowd did not like them at all. Not only were they booed at by the crowd, they were also celebrated whenever they died.
No way. Ain't no way. Everybody knows.
And in the end, they would place 28th in the finals, not doing too well.
They still made money, though.
Still made them 50 grand each.
Yeah, I was about to say, World Cup had a lot of money.
What happened to their career afterwards? Well, they would go on to play trio FNCS and squads together, but they only managed to make the heats and not grands. And going into Chapter 2 Season 2 FNCS, Ronaldo would quit the game. However, Ziff continued to play the game and made that season's grands for the first time, placing 22nd. But he would also quit the game right after.
That was a good video. Like I said, it'll be in the description, but who do y'all think is the worst cheater?